Hey, what's up? How's it going? Welcome to the video. Guess what we're doing today? So, basically, I've been trying to freaking test fit these damn things. It's annoying because I got these and I have another set on the way that someone so graciously donated and shipped out to me. And I don't even think I could freaking use them. Alright? Pissed. Alright? I'm freaking pissed about it. And what me and Ronnie came up with, mostly Ronnie, because he was like, yo, why don't you make a log manifold? That would make some sense. I'm like, yeah, kinda, huh? But, like, where? Because all the log manifolds I've seen, they come up right here and there's a flange, and I'm like, where the frick am I going to put my downpipe? I don't want my downpipe going over anything. I want it to go underneath, away from all the damn coil packs. I don't want to relocate shit. I don't like it. I don't want to do that. So I was like, I have my vision. There's one way this is going to work. So he was like, hey, you have headers right here, you know. Why don't you just use those flanges and make log manifolds? And I was like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. So let me show you real quick how I think this is going to work. So basically, imagine this pipe is much shorter, but underneath the spark plugs right here, have the header just going into this pipe, and then a V-band right about there, and then you'll have all the room. That's basically what I'm thinking. So yeah, I don't know. Ronnie said he's gonna do this at work. He's gonna cut it all good and whatnot, but I kind of like have to film, so I gotta do something. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to cut these headers apart. I'm gonna leave a little bit extra on them, and hopefully they'll be good. And I can cut the 2.5 inch pipe to however much I need it. And who knows from there. I don't know. All I know is that we're going to run them opposite. So the longest runner is going to be in the back of each. So it'll be, we'll need as little as possible. It should flow as good as we can get it. So it'll be all these 3 inch or all these 1 inch jammies going into 2 5s. It'll be good, you know? So which one is this one? We'll take this one. I'll do this side first, because this is probably the harder one to mess up. All right, this is the idea. Obviously, I cut a lot farther off in case I do end up having to cut more on this, but this is the general idea. Like, do that, boom, put it on top of a pipe. This stuff going into said pipe. It's gonna look better than that, trust me. It should be cut a lot shorter. A lot shorter, like basically where my lines are. It's actually not too damn bad. Basically, I want to keep it as close to the body as possible, so I'm thinking like something like that. It fits really good. That's what's like sketchy about it. That's so weird. Like it actually kind of cups it. This is weird that it's kind of like working, but this is kind of what I'm dealing with, and then I have to block that end plate off, maybe cut it or something. I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace these holes onto here and see what I can do, because I don't have any drill bits, but I'm going to trace them. Like I said, this is going to be a short project because I just didn't know what to do today. And I really wanted to wait to get this like done a little bit more legit. Like Ronnie was going to use a bandsaw and stuff. But I just am really just restless with this. And I really want to get at least one side good and, you know, at least kind of done. Obviously, I'm going to be MIG welding this part. For the V-band, I might do TIG. I might actually play with that fitment a little bit. But basically, what I'm trying to do here is I'm going to take this. I have these all, you know, cut out, and I basically just like I cut them as much as I could. Then I used the grinding wheel, which, you know, this is not the way to do it. And then I used this little like bit. If it was like a metal burr bit, it would have been a lot easier, but I couldn't find anything like that, so that's what I used. And yeah, and then when I'm done welding this onto this, I'm gonna come back here and close this up, basically, like cut a notch, couple notches, and knock it together so it's like, you know, it's not just like a friggin' flat piece right here. But anyways, you guys get the deal. I know it's not like the prettiest thing right now, but when it's done, it'll look a lot better than the truck headers, and even that right there, you know, that doesn't look horrible. So, alright, I'm gonna go ahead and try to weld this up and see how we do. Alright, so I tacked it for now, and I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of test fit this a little bit. Alright, so for what it is, like for the amount of work I put into it, I'm very impressed on the fitment of this. Alright, so there it goes. You can get to all the spark plugs, dude. This is the sketchiest one, and I bet you I can still get to it. Let me test this out. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work for the spark plug. This is a 7/8. Spark plug's a 16 or a 5/8. I just can't find one. So I just called Ronnie, or I FaceTimed him and showed him. He's like, oh, sick. But he's like, yeah, just leave it long. So I'm just going to cut it dead in half so we can use the other side like equally. I'm going to measure it or whatever. I'm pretty sure this is a 4-foot piece. I think. Looks like a 4-foot. I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to weld around this. I'm just going to time lapse that. It's going to take me a freaking while because I got some gaps to fill. You guys know me. I don't not show my shit shows, so you know, some of them are worse than others, but we'll get it done. Okay, so I try to just get these like as reliable, I want to say, as possible. Like this one's pretty decent. This one's, I mean, they're big but decent. The back, this is just me filling stuff in. I'm going to melt that all flat. Don't you worry about that. I must remind you there are some giant gaps because like I said, I did not do this the right way. Tomorrow, I'm going to come here and me and Ronnie are both going to tackle it, and I want to see how he does it. So he's going to show me how to do it maybe in a different way. So today's like the if you want to make a log manifold out of your headers video, tomorrow's going to be like real fabrication and TIG welding. So if you guys are stoked for that, it's coming. So we're going to be doing this header tomorrow. I just want to get this one done for today and all sealed up. So the welder's on the duty cycle, so I guess what I'm going to do right now is flip this over and start cutting away at the bottom, because what I'm going to do is cut it to like right here and then cut like a V out of it, bang it together, and basically close this up. Like make it like, the idea is to have this like run like this, so it looks like smooth, you know, so I have like flow. I'm gonna try anyway. Wish me luck. Alright, so basically, this is what I was going for. That's it. Pretty simple. See, like the flow is still there. I mean, yeah, the welds are big, but I'm probably gonna grind some of them down. Most likely gonna grind some of them down. I know it'll hold structurally, but I just really cake the weld on there because that's some pretty big freaking gaps to fill. But let's go through this on. I just cut the pipe in half. We're probably gonna end up cutting more off of it and doing more work to it. But for a DIY log manifold, like a simple turbo manifold, I think, you know, I don't know if you can beat this. I should say, I don't know if you can beat this with the skill that I have. Obviously, you know, Ronnie's not going to turn out something that looks like this, so I'm curious to see what the one we make tomorrow is going to look like. All right, so these are way longer than those. The angle of the pipe on these is correct, straightforward. These, I'd have to like chop here, weld something here, and then go straight out for this to work. Because if it goes down like this, it won't work. And these you can't run up and forward like I might be able to run those. And we'll test that right now. But like I said, these are not finished. The welds will be ground down and everything is going to be, you know, it's going to look a lot better. This is just a rough, like, I threw this together because I wanted to know if it would work. So please excuse the creative welding, all right? I was filling gaps that were a solid ½ inch, so, you know, cut me some slack. The backside was the worst. Like, if you look at the welds in the front, not the worst, you know what I mean? Like, they could be better, but, I mean, they won't leak. It's no excuse, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not a professional welder, don't claim to be, but the fronts, not huge gaps. The backs, those were some huge-ass gaps, so, yeah, but let's test fit this both on this side, and then on this side it would be up and forward, so we'll see how it looks. It still clears great. It probably clears better now, because before, if you can see now, the back of it kind of like goes to a point, because that last runner is this runner right here. See how this one is more angled than all the other ones? So this kind of like flows into it that way. So that's what that looks like. Solid 2½ inch. Pretty damn good. So look at, there's only 2 bolts in it right now. Just letting you know. But this is right here. See? Remember the things I cut off yesterday? This would not work if I still had those. So I think we're gonna cut this off and take a piece of aluminum just around this, so it's just like from here this way will be gone. It'll just be just the thermostat housing. And I cut this like obviously longer than we're gonna need to, so Ronnie can judge where he thinks everything will go, because this would be down and forward if you're talking about like this style header. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this, but these are cast and a lot harder to weld, and the welds are sometimes not reliable on those, and they're super bulky, heavy, blah 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 blah. You guys get the deal. But I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this on that side now. So with this, the other ones, there's not a chance you're getting them in there. These I literally just snuck through here, but these would actually fit. I would just have to figure out what the hell I would do with the spark plug wires, but like I said, I'm not even gonna run this like this. This is gonna be down and forward just like the other side. That's a better representation of how much more compact the custom log manifold that I made is versus this. So the downpipe going under this would make it tight. Now we got all the room in the world. Over here, down the V-band facing down limits a lot. V-band facing dead out, no problem. Cast, junk. Stainless, mint. You guys get the deal. I'm pretty hyped. So tomorrow we'll come here, we'll do it Ronnie's way, and we will see how much better it comes out. And this isn't even like a science experiment. Again, I know it's gonna come out better, and a lot better at that. And this side we gotta kind of get creative with where exactly we're gonna put this, because if I can get away with not moving this, I'd love to. So if I could just take this and flip it, get these lines up here instead of down here, there's a fat friggin' room right here. So we'll be able to do that, and we can just cut this to the length we need it. We can make this one a little bit longer than that side, because this side I made really high up so that I could get the downpipe under it. This side, literally just like the exhaust can come right here. Down. Right up there. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope this was interesting. This was way less talking and way more building, I think, because the time lapses were all like 15 minutes. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. If this video helped you or gave you an idea for your car, because I know there's a couple people that are following me for the LS swap content and for LS swap ideas and stuff, let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace out.